Dear friends, again I'm coming with this video update. Thanks for joining. So today, or from few years, if you see, we are more talking about climate change, electric vehicles, carbon emission, vaccination. So all these topics we are talking, and also digitalization, digital currency and digital ID. So all these topics we are discussing. But if you see, each governments are there for each country. But apart from those, but these topics are more prominently people are discussing. Not only people are discussing, but government, each other country government also focusing on these topics.
The climate crisis is killing people because fossil fuel and methane emissions, called greenhouse gas pollution, not just gas, pollution.
Francis is also the first pontiff to make climate change a priority.
What do you say to the deniers of climate change?
There are people who are foolish, and foolish even if you show them research. They don't believe it. Why? Because they don't understand the situation or because of their interest. But climate change exists.
The pandemic agreement is mission critical for humanity. It's likely you will face another pandemic in your lifetime.
I see several priorities for the global agenda. We must continue to fight against the global pandemic, the global economy, and accelerate its transition to net zero.
Differenza è rigettare il pensiero che è dunque importante.
A lot of people know the identity system and the digital payment system.
Today, I'm proud to say that under the UK's presidency, the group of the world's 7 most advanced economies, the G7, is launching a set of public policy principles for retail central bank digital currencies, CBDC.
So if you see this video, you would have seen now they're talking about digitalization and the digital currency, all these topics. Because about this already Bible has written, friends. That is why it is fulfilling, getting fulfilled. If you see in the Bible, Old Testament, there was a king called Nebuchadnezzar, and during that period there was also one prophet called Daniel. So this king Nebuchadnezzar had a dream. So in that dream he has seen a human statue. So from that statue God spoke through Daniel what is going to happen in future. So what was the meaning from the dream is, so in that statue the head portion was a gold. God given a meaning to Daniel that gold head period is the king Nebuchadnezzar period. So Babylon period. So next there was a shoulder area which is silver location. Next Persia will rule the world. So there was a third ruling which is bronze, that is a Greece. After that if you see, there was a fourth ruling which is iron. The iron was ruling the entire world, that is Rome. So that's what the Bible says. The iron, about the iron, what does Bible say? So finally there will be a fourth kingdom. That means finally, that is the last kingdom. Strong as iron, for iron breaks and smashes everything. As iron breaks things to pieces, so it will crush and break all the others. So this is the fourth kingdom about iron. It is not going to be a fifth ruling, but when iron was ruling, the Rome was ruling, this will happen. What will happen? Whereas you saw the feet and toes partially of potter's clay and partially of iron. There is a finally now feet and toes portion is there. So that portion now is getting fulfilled. That is what does Bible says is, so partially potter's clay and partially of iron, the kingdom shall be divided, yet the strength of the iron shall be in it, just as you saw the iron mixed with the clay. Rome is ruling, that is iron portion of the ruling is happening now from many years, but now the clay formation has to take place now. The clay formation is nothing but one world government. So the one world government, they got different agendas like digitalization and digital IDs, and they want to reset everything. What is presently is happening is, it is not proper method. They want to bring reset. So by resetting it, they want to rule the country. That's why you will listen more of World Health Organization like vaccination, and also you will listen from World Economic Forum. They want to bring transformation in the world, technology, and also the digital ID. All these things changes they want to make it, and also we know United Nations also. So this is the formation now it is happening. That is the clay. It is happening from 1970 or 1945 when UN is formed and the World Economic Forum is formed. From that time they are focused on this, but now they're working and it is coming to almost like a finishing stage. So now this is why we will listen more of their type of version. Not only we are living in different countries, but still we will be listening more of these agendas, that is clay agendas. We will have one more question. So because we see about the Rome and the iron portion, but we see more of listening about the superpowers like China and Russia, like BRICS. Are they going to take over or they may rule the world? No, they cannot rule the world. Of course, there will be a parallel or maybe equal superpowers may rise in the world, but there won't be any other next governments. There won't be any other next rulings. This is the final ruling, which is iron Rome ruling is happening now. Next is iron clay. Clay portion of the domination will come on this world. That is, clay is nothing but one world government. So that we are already seeing it. It is going to be very powerful and it going to be very prominent. It going to demonstrate it is dominion over the world. It is going to happen. So that's why we will be listening about this whatever the digitalization, digital currency, it is coming from the clay portion of the ruling. Iron will be there, Rome will be there, but clay is going to form over that iron. What does Bible says is, as ceramic or clay and iron, how it cannot be mixed together, same way there will be a division among them. Some of the one world government agendas, some people will like, some countries will like, some countries will dislike. So this will be there. So this is what happening now, dear friends. So you may ask one more question. So what is going to happen next? Is it there is going to be any other ruling? No, there is no other ruling. We will see from what Bible says is, in the time of those kings, the God of heaven will set up a kingdom that will never be destroyed, nor it will be left to another people. It will crush all those kingdoms and bring them to an end, but it will itself endures forever. So this is the final, friend. Dear friends, presently iron, the clay, is going to rule now for a few more years. After that, finally the God's kingdom will come on this earth and it will crush all this. It will crush Babylon, it will crush the Persia, it will crush the Greece, and it will crush the Rome, and it will crush the clay, and it will crush everything. Finally, the God's kingdom is going to come on this earth. So this is happening, dear friends. Presently, we are in that clay and iron formation of the stage we are in. That's why we are seeing many changes and likes and dislikes. So this will happen few more years. The clay one world government will try to take a dominion over earth. So there will be a dislikes and likes and many wars, many things will listen. But finally, next God's kingdom is going to come, dear friends. So I just want to bring this back understanding. So next when we are discussing, you will understand that, oh, this is because of the clay iron government formation or one world government formation is happening. So it is not the formation, it is coming to the ruling. They will rule with their rules. So that is going to happen in future. So one more time, thank you for this listening this video. I will come up with next video update. Thank you.